Sunlight floods Mira's room, illuminating the dust dancing in the air. Flower petals are scattered across the vanity table. In a brightly lit room, Mira's cheerful voice echoes, introducing the flower face paint TikTok trend. Hi! Today, I'm trying out the flower face paint TikTok trend. A vibrant tapestry of colorful flowers unfolds, a symphony of nature's artistry. Mira delicately touches the rose's petals, then raises it to inhale its intoxicating scent. Mira picks up scissors. Scissors precisely cut a rose petal. Mira delicately splits the petal in two with her fingers. In the sunlit art studio, Mira delicately chooses a small brush from her collection. The brush dips into floral adhesive. Mira carefully applies glue to her cheek. Mira delicately places a rose petal on her cheek. Mira presses gently, a soft smile gracing her lips. An unseen observer whispers with awe, "Looks amazing." Mira glances back, a playful wink dancing across her face. Mira grabs a lavender sprig. Bathed in soft light, Mira sits at a wooden table, her fingers stained with purple. Her fingers stained with purple delicately separate tiny lavender blossoms. I watch her, captivated by the gentle rhythm of her work. Mira carefully places lavender on her forehead, a delicate ritual unfolding. I watch, my curiosity piqued by her every move. A delicate, ethereal lavender hairline border shimmers into sharp focus. In the darkness, a voice pierces the silence. Layer 1 done. Mira turns towards the mirror. Her reflection stares back. A mirror reflects a face. A flower face. Delicate and intricate. Mira reaches for a rosewater spray. Sunlight bathes the garden, highlighting the vibrant colors of the flowers as Mira delicately tends to them. Water droplets cling to the petals, transforming them into shimmering jewels. The garden fills with a sense of peace. Sunlight dances through the leaves, scattering petals across the ground in a shimmering, ethereal display. Mira delicately cleans the surface, removing traces of glue with careful precision. Mira dusts off her hands, a genuine laugh bubbling up from her chest. Mira's smile lights up the studio as she adjusts the camera, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. "Okay, now for glitter," Mira exclaims, her voice filled with excitement. Mira prepares to add a touch of sparkle, pulling out glitter gel. A jar of glitter gel shimmers, its iridescent particles dancing in the light. Sunlight bathes the room as I delicately apply glitter, enhancing my cheekbones. Mira slowly turns her head, a subtle movement that catches the light. I reach for a tube of pastel paint, the cool metal presses against my fingers. In the quiet of the art studio, Mira delicately squeezes paint onto her palette as sunlight streams through the window. Mira carefully applies color to her face. Sunlight floods the art studio as Mira hunches over her canvas, lost in concentration. A pastel heart, adorned with delicate floral trim, dominates the screen. Bathed in soft light, Mira smiles, her joy radiating outwards. With a heartfelt gesture, Mira raises her hands, shaping a heart. Silence fills the room. The screen displays the words, Hack 2, DIY Flower Eyeliner. Mira delicately gathers glitter pigments and eyeliner gel, her touch precise and practiced. In the heart of the artist's studio, Mira stands a symphony of colors awaiting her command. She carefully squeezes dabs of crimson and azure onto her palette, the air thick with the scent of turpentine and linseed oil. Mira delicately dips a fine brush into the mix. Mira focuses intently, drawing a precise line along her upper lash line. Mira delicately applies tiny flower pigments to the crease. The light dances across sparkly, blooming eyeliner, magnified to reveal its intricate beauty. A hint of spring for your eyes. Mira's voice echoes through the stillness. Mira winks, showing off her finished eye. Words materialize on the screen. Hack 3, Daisy Accents. Bathed in sunlight, Mira sits by the window, her gentle touch caressing the petals of daisies. Mira delicately applies beeswax to her cheeks. I press daisies onto the waxed areas. A single daisy stands as a testament to nature's artistry, its delicate petals swaying gently in the breeze. The camera captures the intricate details of a single daisy, revealing the delicate patterns etched into its surface. Silence fills the space. Mira's voice echoes, "Mini daisy drama." Mira types rapidly on her phone, her expression intense as she declares, "Posting to Instagram." The screen displays the words, Hack 4, Lavender Lips. The sun bathes the lavender field as Mira gently gathers lavender. Her touch, light and careful. Her lips glisten as she applies lip oil, capturing the sunlight. The air is thick with the heady aroma of jasmine and rose as Mira meticulously blends blossom oil. Sunlight illuminates dust motes as Mira meticulously applies lavender oil to her lips. Mira gently brings the lavender bud to her lips. Soft violet lip etres. Mira pauses, her face thoughtful. Maybe a bit more subtle. Mira delicately softens the color with a cotton swab. I watch her intently. Mira's expression shifts subtly. Coco approaches the doorframe, a playful glint dancing in their eyes as they announce, "Thumbnail check!" Mira nods, displaying her phone's screen. Mira sits hunched over her laptop, the screen's glow reflecting in her eyes as she scrolls through comments. Love it. The room is filled with silence, broken only by the faint hum of computer equipment. The scene is still expectant. Mira's voice cuts through the silence. Okay, on to the next hack. The screen displays Hack 5, Floral Eyebrows. Mira picks up an eyebrow brush. Mira carefully dips the object into the light setting gel. Mira delicately adorns her brows with tiny, vibrant flowers, painting her skin with a splash of color. Sunlight paints the air as Mira, with nimble fingers, crafts delicate arches from blooming flowers. Tiny blossoms rest delicately among brow hairs. Mira passes the mirror, smiling. Mira's voice echoes, advertising, "Botanical Brow Balm." Coco approaches, a playful observation dancing on her lips. "Early butterflies on your face!" she exclaims, her voice filled with amusement. Sunlight illuminates dust motes dancing in the air. The screen illuminates with the words, Hack 6, Petal Contouring. Mira's hands select 2 different flower shades. Mira delicately grinds petals into powder, the air thick with floral scent. In the bright bathroom, Mira stands before the mirror, meticulously applying powder to her cheekbones. Mira delicately applies makeup, sculpting her face with focused precision. Naturally rosy contour tone. Mira leans back, lost in the dance of shadows. Silence hangs heavy in the room, the air still and expectant. Words materialize on the screen. Hack 7, Flower Crown. Mira gathers floral wire and green wrapping, preparing for her task. Mira's fingers dance with practiced grace, weaving delicate rose petals onto a slender wire. Sunlight bathes the flower shop as Mira meticulously arranges a bouquet, her touch gentle and precise. Mira delicately adds daisies, their white petals a striking contrast to the bouquet's vibrant hues. Mira gently finishes arranging the lavender buds. Mira carefully places the crown on her head. A flower crown fits perfectly. Mira twirls, her crown swaying with regal grace. Silence descends, heavy and absolute. Mira's voice echoes in the emptiness. My flower tiara, totally regal. A voice echoes, Queen of Blooms. Mira laughs, her voice echoing with delight. Thanks, my loyal subject, Mira exclaims with a playful grin. Words materialize, declaring, Hack Opt, Real Flower Blush. Mira delicately gathers rose petals, her fingers weaving through the thorns in the garden. Mira crushes something in a bowl. Mira stands at the countertop, carefully mixing water into a powdery substance. The mixture transforms into a smooth paste. Mira applies the paste to her cheekbones. Mira meticulously blends the makeup, aiming for a flawless, natural finish. The subtle blush of floral hues. Mira's voice echoes with enthusiasm. Edible blush? Yes, please. The room buzzes with lighthearted energy. Mira's voice cuts through the joyful noise. Just a touch of extravagance. The words, Hack 9. Flower highlighter bloom across the screen. In the sun-drenched laboratory, Mira stands at a sterile workbench, a delicate white bloom in her hands. She crushes the petals in a mortar, releasing a subtle, sweet fragrance into the air. With meticulous care, she mixes the crushed petals with a clear, viscous gel in a small glass beaker. Mira meticulously prepares, smoothing gel onto her forehead, nose, and cheeks with focused precision. Mira stands before a glowing mirror, its ethereal light casting an otherworldly glow. Her face glows in the radiant flower light. Light dances across Mira's face as she leans forward. In the soundproof studio, Mira stands, her smile radiating warmth and confidence as she speaks. Her voice fills the studio. Guaranteed, natural glow. Coco touches her brow, a slight furrow forming on her forehead as she exclaims, I've got flower vibes everywhere. The words Hack 10, Flower masks in between fill the screen. Mira seizes a yogurt infused with rose petals. Mira meticulously applies paste to her face. Mira leans back, eyes closed, surrendering to the moment. Silence fills the room. The second hand sweeps forward with a rhythmic tick-tock, each sound echoing in the silence. Mira rinses her face, water splashing against the porcelain sink. Her skin glows, the remnants of the paste now washed away. Radiant cheeks glow with health. Mira wipes her face with a cloth. Mira suddenly grabs a mirror. Wow! Glow! Mira meticulously applies glitter petals, her focused expression a study in concentration. Her finger hovers over the post button, a moment of decision before sharing her creation with the world. A montage of comments floods the screen, a mix of praise and criticism reflected in Mira's eyes. As the day winds down, Mira stretches, the glitter catching the light as she cleans her workspace, sipping tea. A small smile plays on her lips, a quiet moment of contentment after a day of creativity.